Because I don't know if you've listened to this, heard about this. Kylie Jenner saying now in a recent interview she has no regrets about getting lip filler and that it is a big misconception that she had work done because she was insecure. So the question we're asking is, do we still equate cosmetic surgery or procedures with insecurity? And for the record, fillers, injectables are not cosmetic surgery. They're injectables, and you'll understand why in a minute, why there's a differentiation. But does that mean you're automatically insecure if you get this stuff done?
I don't think so. I think that there is a common misconception that that's the case. And, I think we all have to admit, at least myself, speaking for myself, that at some point in your life, you are at that point where, you're judging yourself, measuring yourself against other people, or thinking about how, your image may, attract a dude or something of that nature. But as we grow and as we get older, I think that, we start to become more comfortable in our skin and we do things for ourselves. Now, I gotta be full disclosure. I have had hair extensions, I have fake lashes, I have colored contacts on right now. I have laser hair removal, I've done lipo. I haven't touched my face because I do have good Italian genes, and having chubby cheeks does keep the wrinkles away. But here's what I have to say, and I say all of these things because I think that if you're gonna do it, it's your body. You do what you want to do to make yourself empowered and feel better. But if you're gonna do it, I think you have a responsibility to be transparent about it, because if you're not, then it sets up this cycle for being insecure because you assume that all of these enhancements are real, and you're like, well, why am I not like that? And then, so if you're gonna do it, own it, let people know about it, but we don't talk about it as much because we have been trained to make people think
I'm
that
just naturally
we're
like
so just
this.
naturally like this. No, we're not. So, at least I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think too, I think that there is that whole lack of transparency, but I do also think that this goes way back to like the virtues and values that we're taught. And when you do physical enhancements, when you put makeup on, or when you get injectables, or whatever you choose to do with your body, it's associated with a level of vanity. And I'm the vainest person I know. I mean, vanity is oozing out of every pore. But that word vanity comes with such a heavy, heavy history. Vanity is said to be a vice. That's biblical. So if you go back all these centuries to what people are conditioned to believe, especially where women are concerned, you should not care about your appearance, you should not obsess over your appearance, you should not change your appearance. That goes back to vanity. Then there's a judgment system. Then there's a value system assigned to this quality of vanity. So in being vain and all the attendant choices I've made for my face and body because of being vain, there are people out there who think that that is a character flaw, that there's something wrong with me, that I'm less than, I'm a sinner. I am, yes, and if that is the case, I confess, I am a
Well, bless me, Father, for I have sinned, because I am guilty, G-U-I-L-T-Y as well. Listen, I have been transparent on the show. I'm a big fan of injectables for me. I've had Botox, fillers, just had my lips redone. I think I look great. But you're right, like it is, I know I'll get it. I know, and I think some women give it back to me, because I say women, I don't hear men, like men don't chirp at me for this stuff.
Yeah.
It's other women judging other women. I hate to say it. And I do want to acknowledge out of the gate, it is a privileged discussion we are having. It's
Absolutely.
a privileged position that Kylie is taking, that she's like, well, yeah, I don't regret it. She can afford to get it. She can afford to maintain it. We're talking about a lot of money. And no, not every woman has access to that. So let's put that on the table. That's a big part of the conversation.
Absolutely.
For sure. Having said that, there may be women who maybe not investing in injectables, but you're probably buying makeup, you're probably paying for facials, You're probably dyeing your hair, because if you got gray like me, you're in the salon every 4 weeks. Like, we are spending money on ourselves. So that's the question I have, is what is the line where it's okay and then it's not okay?
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head. I think it's that accessibility. Like, anyone can go to the store and pick up a box for $5 and cover their grays. Not a lot of people can afford to regularly maintain a filler routine. And I think that's where you I love that you said that people should be transparent about it, because I think what happens is, it's hard to be a woman. Like, it is so hard. And we are giving contradictory messages all the time. On the one hand, we constantly are hearing, like, you can be beautiful at any size, any age, any shape. You know, like, we rah a kind of feminism that says you can be anything and be beautiful. And then on the other hand, we have these legions and legions of women who have made a lot of money by looking a very particular way, by doing a ton of enhancements, and we are celebrating them, and then there are filters that are created to look like them. There's a kind of ubiquity around beauty that we're promoting, and I think it gets confusing for everyone. And then I do agree that there's people out there who will never be able to afford those things, so they feel like, they're all confused, like, am I beautiful? Can I do that? That's where you get the kind of vitriol, and I'm not saying that that's fair, but I think people maybe are a bit jealous, they're frustrated, they feel left out of the game, and so that makes them feel angry. And so I don't think it's easy any which way. And I don't have some wrap-up statement that makes everything nice. Like, it is what it is. We need to do better, I think. I don't know.
On all levels,
On
we
all
need
levels.
to do better.
Absolutely.
I can't promise, though, that I'll be less of a sinner in terms of my vanity.
Thanks for watching. We've got lots more discussion and debates on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. Don't forget to click like and subscribe.